What's up, YouTube? This weekend's gonna be a double feature with videos because I had a quite the hilarious game in my Yamato. Yeah, I'm jumping back to this ship for some reason because I've done one of these videos recently and I don't want to play the same ship over and over. But this was an absolutely hilarious game that I wanted to share with people. And opening up this game, you see Wo9 in his Iowa right next to me. He's a good friend. We're in a division, but we randomly got in a game together, and we're both spamming emotes back at each other. And Woe being Woe, fires an HE shot right across my bow. Don't worry, his revenge is coming. Or should I say my revenge on him. Though it wasn't really me. Because he shot, that Yamato on the other side of the map saw his ship pop up. So the Yamato got shots off. And here they come. Got him. Got him for a bit of damage. But it's all good. He's a great Iowa player. I think he has the most games in the Iowa in the world. Last I checked he was at 2,000, but I'm sure it's more than that now. Was it 2? Might have been 1.3. I don't know. I just know he has pretty much the most games in the Iowa in the world. So, to start this off, we're going to head towards the west... Is that the west? Yeah, west side of the map. Got lost in my directions. And we're going to drop some shots on that enemy Yamato. Yamato, I'll probably say it both ways this whole video. Somebody can correct me whenever they want on that, but until then, I'm going to say it how I want to. They got an Amagi sitting behind the Yamato. Oh, and we found two Atagos. Completely broadside to us. And this one's turning in, so just throw some shells at him for shooting at my beautiful ship. And just one-shot him for first blood. Oh, that's always a fun thing to do in this. Now we'll line up on the other one, see if we can do the same to him. See if we can knock out some of their cruisers right at the beginning of the game. Come on. Reload. Get some good shots out here. Oh, he's turning. Damn it. He does have some decent armor when he's turned, but really I don't shoot at him when he's turning because it's such a small profile to shoot at. Now he's turned back, so maybe we'll get some shots off here. It looks like their Yamato killed one of our Atagos too, so decent revenge, and I completely whiffed. Always nice when dispersion hates you. Looks like we got a couple battleships following us, so decent. And I'll angle myself in case in case that Amagi or Yamato decides I need to be the next target. Come on. Shots out. Will they hit? Ah, minor damage. Well, I shouldn't say that since he's almost dead. Minor damage would be a bad thing to say there. And it looks like my team cleaned him up pretty good. So that's two Atagos down to... I don't know what sank on ours. I think two Atagos also. There were a lot of Atagos playing. I think it was yesterday. It was like there was a sale on Atagos and everybody went out and bought one. But looks like that Yamato reversed and is going the other way, so can't quite hit him. But I'll let this Iowa go past and throw her into high speed and swing around and get those battleships that are coming through the channel towards our base. And the Yamato's cannons just turn so slowly. They might be halfway by the time I turn the ship around. Especially since I feel the need to keep throwing my view back and forth. Come on. Turn faster. It's such a big ship. We'll get her swung around here though. Looks like the other battleships are coming with me rather than just pushing up the side, which is a good decision. A lot of low tiers you'll just see the battleships continue right on and not really care. But we're going to swing it around and head back to help defend. They got a Fletcher pestering all of our ships up there. I know Woe9's in there somewhere with his Iowa pounding away at them. So I'm not too worried about that side right now. I'm more worried about intercepting their Yamato before he gets there. But I can't see them at the moment, so I'm not hesitant. Come on, get a few in range. North Carolina's shooting. Not sure at what, but nope, there's a Montana too. Both are tier 10s right in a row. So I'll slowly swing these turrets around. I think I tried to shoot at the Montana, but I was locked on the Yamato, so not quite sure how those shots will fare. Montana was also going slow, so I think I overled. Yeah, still got one hit, but I don't think it did much. Yeah. Not much done there. Probably just nicked his bow or something. But as we move up, we'll keep dumping shots that way to try to get him away from our team. Now I'm leading on the Yamato. Shots out. Too many battleships. Pretty much all this game was. And nothing to the Yamato. And that Yamato and Montana are both firing into that line of battleships over there, which most are American, so they can't really angle their armor against both sides. Hey look, a German cruiser sitting still. You'd think by tier 8 people would realize that camping doesn't work when there's battleships in the game. Come on, shots, let's teach them a lesson. Decent enough lesson, eh? Never sit still when there's battleships that can shoot at you. Which he might have been beached, that's a fairly easy area to do that in. But I didn't see his engines moving at all. And here's an Otago who's decided to try to be brave and ran into a line of battleships. Unlucky for him. And he turns the wrong way. So he just basically beached himself. Kind of seeing what the situation is over there as my guns reload. And the there's so many just devastating strikes on Otagos this game. I think that's what, 3 or 4. And we'll throw some shots at this North Carolina as it backs up because it's sideways to us. And sideways battleships of the American line are always a present because usually they have no armor over there. Looks like we didn't do anything though, so unlucky, unlucky. We got the Yamato and the Montana right off to our right. So we're going to swing this just in case the Yamato decides that we need to be focused. Because we don't want to be sideways to that monster of a ship. We'll swing over and we'll defend this flank from whatever's over there. Throw some shells at the Montana since he's starting to turn. And don't really... Well, I can't say I don't have a line on the Yamato, but he's facing towards me, so I can't really shoot at him. A small amount of damage for one shot. Basically one regular hit. What to shoot at? Do I shoot at the Yamato? The Yamagi or the Montana? Looks like the Yamato will be our next target. He shot at me and didn't penetrate. So I'll throw some shots at him. 2 overpens, basically. and the Montana's shooting HE at me. Not quite sure why he was throwing HE at me in the first place, but maybe it was just because I was forward on. I know a lot of battleship drivers, like Wo9, one of the best battleship drivers I know. If he's up against a Yamato, forward on, if it's... oh, I just decimated that Amagi. But I know if it's just him and another Iowa or something, they'll fire HE at the Yamato's front guns to try to take him out, because that's less damage to them. And they might, if they take out both the front guns, they might be able to convince that ship to turn, which will give them clear shots at the side of the ship for their armor piercing. Let's see if we can smack this Amagi around some more. Very, very light armored battle cruiser. Well, at least against tier 10s. And 4,000 damage for 2 hits. Throw that rear turret shot in too. Montana's still trying to hit me with HE, but kinda missed there. Missed the Amagi. He's got some shots coming this way, so I'll throw some back. Here's some more HE from Montana. Now he's right in front of me. So basically I re-angled my armor so that the Montana was straight in front, and I'm going to defend against him. Sideways on Montana. I'll throw some shots at it. Pretty easy target. And they all miss. Dispersion! Yamato's one of the most accurate ships in the game, yet I can't hit a Montana. Come on. Reload.
All stations, I require immediate assistance.
And he's turning into me. Right now I'm just thinking he's angling his armor. But he's also speeding up. There's a nice damage roll. So, I'm facing off with him, but I'm realizing that he's speeding up rather than going backwards against the Yamato, which I was expecting him to do. Which is why I'm at full speed forward. And right here I realize he's probably gonna try to ram me. Which, if that Yamato on the enemy team was alive, or not alive, if it wasn't alive, I'd be fine with, because my team would probably be able to handle it all. But I'm the only Yamato on my team, and I don't think my team could handle that. They might. I shouldn't say they wouldn't be able to, but it's easier if you have a Yamato to kill another Yamato. I'll feed him one more. Another nice damage roll. He's still shooting HE at me. I'm not quite sure why he did that, because at this range AP probably would have been a better choice. And right now you can tell he's thirsty for a ram, and I'm trying to dodge it. And he technically has a really good angle if there wasn't a channel behind me that I could squeeze up. Now it's just a race. The big Montana chase of the game. And he set me on fire and did some decent damage. Still HE though, as far as I can tell. I'm trying to swing that rear turret around, it's so slow. And now I have a Yamato, I have a Montana chasing my Yamato through a channel. This had to be one of the funniest things that has ever happened to me in the game, because he is not letting off. He is going for my ship. So, I'll shoot him, take out one of his turrets, and looks like my secondary set him on fire. Which, as you can see, his little HE spam has just destroyed my secondaries. I don't have too many of them left. And I am driving for all I am worth to try to get away from this Montana so he doesn't just touch me and ram me. A little bit of supporting fire coming in from one of our Iowas. Woe's trying to figure out what I'm laughing at. Feed him another shot through the bow. 12,000 damage, not a bad thing. There's high caliber from the fire. Come on. The Montana is slightly faster than the Yamato, so he will catch me eventually. I was still trying to shoot at him over top of me. Guns reloaded. Yeah, low damage roll. I think. I didn't quite see what it was. He is right on my tail though. He is not letting off either. He's not turning out, and that's a little bit of friendly fire from the Iowa, but I'm also in a Yamato, so it doesn't really matter. The Montana is opening his rear guns up on our teammates in the channel. Yeah, I'm just trying to sink this guy. And I have no clue what those shots were doing. They completely missed his ship. I was trying to aim for his conning tower, but those shots just completely decided to go to the beach. I was trying to open up on him and hit him in the side. He's trying to sink. I think it's Woe over there. I'm not sure. Here comes another shot from me. I don't have the gun depression to shoot at him anymore. He is literally right on top of me. But my Iowa will finish him off, and right there you could see just how close he was. If there were sailors on the ships, they could have reached out and touched each other. And now, Woe just realized he's in a bad spot because he's low health and right in front of a Yamato. And the other Yamato just got high caliber. So I'm trying to swing my Yamato around. A, to angle my armor in case that happens. And B, I need to get all my guns around to try to save my teammates. Come on, Yamato, turn. Turn faster, I have to save them. And right now, if it zooms in, Woe's going for a ram. You can see that little smiley face in the chat. He killed its two front guns completely. Oh, nice damage roll. But it's still got that rear gun, which finished him off. So he didn't quite get the ram he was hoping to get. But he took out two of his guns, and that'll be a major help for our team. Because basically to shoot at me in the Iowa, he has to stay broadside. And he's moving really slowly, because I think his engines are out. I'm not sure. Yeah, his engines are out. And a Citadel right through the bow will finish that one off. So now we'll push towards their base. Alright, we'll handle that channel. Because I think all that's left is an Amagi and a North Carolina. So our Iowa will push down that channel. And I'll push down this one.
Fighter ready for takeoff.
I'm still commenting about that Montana chasing me. So I'll push up this channel and hopefully get to their base. Because this game's still pretty close, we just have one destroyer over them. And I think if that destroyer sank, which I'm not doing the math on the points right now, but if that destroyer sank, they'd win. Because I think that Montana made it into our base chasing me. Well, no, because I'd stop. I don't know. Hard telling not knowing, so. This North Carolina came around the wrong corner. I think he was trying to flank us because he thought we'd go through the other channel. But he came around the corner right into me. And I'm trying to wait for him to turn. And he's not turning. So I'll just feed him. And I figured that would bounce, but I guess at close range the 460mm cannons will toast anybody. But this game will close out before we get to sink the Amagi. It's a win. I wish I saved the end screens for this one because I did a lot of damage. But anyway, have a great day. Like, favorite, subscribe, do whatever. And I'll see you on the seas.